Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. Yes, that's me, the Lone Ranger, right here, live and in person. And you know what? We got a lot of stuff to cover today, too. I tell you what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why the Iran war might actually create opportunities in this market. That's one thing. Then I want to talk about the truth about the Florida property tax cuts. And I want to really look into stop waiting for the perfect rate. What smart people are doing right now in real estate, and why are most loan officers struggling and the smart ones aren't? And then the last thing, and I'm seeing a lot of this with all the AI that's going on, would you trust AI to do your next mortgage? So I want you to think about that. Would you trust AI? So a lot of you guys that are listening to me right now, some of you have been listening to me for 25 years, 25 years. Tampa, On the Bone, WDBO. You guys feel like you can connect with me. I know you do because I talk to you guys every day. And some of you I've never met before, but I feel like we know each other. And I do believe you feel like you could truly trust me. I'm glad you do, because you can. Now, can you trust AI? I think some of the younger people listening right now may say, yeah, I'm fine with AI. And then some of the older ones, probably not so much. Some of you are like, I don't even use email. I want to come in and see you. I got to do everything by US mail. And I'm telling you, it's hard to run my business by US mail today. The reason is that's not how the world's set up. It's not how I'm set up. I love seeing people in person. I like shaking hands. I like looking at somebody I'm doing business with in the eye. But a lot of the newer generations, they don't care. Matter of fact, they don't even answer phone calls. They only do text. They don't even have their voicemail set up. They just want you to leave a message and they'll text you back. So I want to talk a little bit about that. So let's get started right off the bat, and let's just go into some real topics here. Why the Iran war might actually create opportunities for buyers. So this may sound crazy, but the war in Iran actually can create opportunities for home buyers, and it's actually happening right now. First of all, even though rates have jumped up a little bit, they're not up much, okay? They're still averaging around 6.4, 6.5%. FHA, VA, a little bit lower. So that tells a lot of buyers, oh, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait. Then oil prices spike. There's fears of inflation. Bond yields went up. So you got gas prices went up, mortgage rates went up. So it puts fear in the market. What do I always tell you? My favorite phrase, Warren Buffett: be fearful when others are greedy, but be greedy when others are fearful. What the hell do you think's happening right now? There's all kinds of fear in the market. That opens up opportunity. You mix that with an abundance of inventory on our market. Now, listen, Florida is different. It's different. Most of the other markets that I visit and that I do mortgages in all 50 states, there's only a few markets that have inventory. We have 11,000 homes on the market in the Central Florida area. That is way more inventory than a balanced market. A balanced market's going to be somewhere around 7 or 8,000. We got 11,000. You got the average home on days on the market, like 85 days on the market, almost 3 months. You guys were used to 5 days, 15 days on the market during COVID. Didn't last that long. There was 5 offers on day 2. So yeah, that's not the case anymore. Then we switched to just a regular balanced market. That was about 8,000 homes on the market, about 35 days on the market, and buyers and sellers were just going along normal. Now, buyers have a greater opportunity. The problem is that you're too crazy not to see it. You don't see it. You're stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. I'm telling you, I watch it every day. I watch the volume of calls coming in for new purchases and when they slow down. And right now, they should be speeding up immensely, but there's so much fear. That fear is a sign for you to go, don't be stupid. I should buy it. I can get a deal on a house. I can get the seller to pay my closing costs. I can do rate buy downs, all kinds of things like that. So think about this. Is the war really hurting real estate? If you're a seller, it's not the best thing, but if you're a buyer, it's great. Again, a little higher rates meant a slowdown of buyers, meaning panic with sellers. You can negotiate a better price. You can be flexible with closing costs, all kinds of benefits from it. So now think about this. You combine that benefit with my real estate referral program. Now, hear me out, folks. So you hear me talk about the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. Here's how it works. And if you are thinking about buying a home, even selling a home, you should contact me. Why? You don't pick great real estate agents, most of you. And even the ones of you that think you have a good agent, I can tell you this much. They're leaving money on the table, right and left. We're leaving money on the table for you, hard-earned money. So here's the deal. If you are seeking to buy a home, don't find your own realtor, and definitely don't get one from Zillow. They're paying for your lead and they aren't good enough to get their own business. The problem is you can't tell. Why? Because they're nice. They're very kind. They're very generous. They're going to put you on a search and they're very good. And I see this every day. Also, do not sign a buyer broker agreement that doesn't give you an out without a penalty. A listing shouldn't be more than 3 months. A buyer shouldn't be more than 30 days. 30 days on a buyer broker agreement. That's it. My good agents, you can fire them whenever you want to, and you don't owe them a penny. That's a good agent. Okay. These agents that are making you sign a buyer broker agreement for 3 months or 6 months, what if you don't like them? What if they're not doing a good job? What if they don't negotiate? I just got off the phone with a client. She hadn't heard from her agent since November. And yet she's locked in. She went and used somebody else. She'd still have to pay this other guy. Don't do that. You call me. I'll connect you with a real estate agent. That real estate agent does not pay me for the referral. And I don't refer you to that agent until you're fully approved for your loan. Fully approved, underwritten, everything. Why do I do that? I do that so I can get you a better deal. I can position you more like a cash buyer, even though you may be putting no money down and going VA or USDA or 3.5% FHA or 3% down conventional or 20 or 30, whatever you want to put down. I position you more like a cash buyer. Now, isn't that what you're looking for? I guarantee you a great real estate agent in the area that you seek to buy or sell in. I guarantee you that I've vetted that real estate agent. I know how they communicate and how they negotiate. The problem is the real estate agents that most of you choose, they're very nice and they're even capable, but they're not good negotiators and they're leaving money on the table. I literally have a deal right now on a $1 million+ property, and I think the real estate agent left at least $30,000 on the table. Maybe that's not a big deal to you. It's a big deal to me. So you ask about the Loan Arranger Real Estate Rebate Program. I can help buyers and sellers with that. I'll give you somebody, they'll give you up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket, and you get a great agent. Now, for you real estate agents, you can't just call me up and get on the list. If I have not done business with you, I cannot refer you. So you want to be on my list, you got to send your business over to me. See if you like the way I do business. I know you will. I'll see if I like the way you do business and how well you negotiate for your buyer or your seller. And then we'll talk about adding you on as a referral. But until then, send me some business. Let's see how you do. And then we'll go from there. And all these agents, folks, you're out there and the agent goes, the seller got back and they're not going to go back. They're not going to give up anymore. And they go, so I think we should just settle for that. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh my God, I can't say anything because you didn't let me choose your realtor. And I'm watching money just fly out of your pocket. Call the Loan Arranger, 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or Tampa, all my boners out there in Tampa at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Purchase, refinance, home equity line of credit, reverse mortgages. A lot more of them happening now. Construction loan, build on your own lot, find a lot, build on it. FHA, VA refis, FHA streamlines, VA streamline IRRRLs. You name it, folks. The Loan Arranger has it. And here's the difference. I'm not acting as a mortgage broker. I'm not shopping your doggone credit all over the countryside. I'm not doing anything outside. I don't have outside non-American companies working on your loan. I don't have an AI bot talking to you on the cell phone. We're going to talk about that in the next segment, where you're like, am I talking to a human? I even get you guys calling me and I'll answer the phone and go, is this a human? I'm like, sometimes I'm human. I think most of the time I'm human, but you're not talking to a bot. So you want a great deal on a mortgage, you go direct. Why do you want a middleman involved? That's what a mortgage broker is. I'm not a mortgage broker. You start with me, we pull credit, soft pull. Then when we're ready to make an offer, we got to convert to a hard pull. I connect you with a great real estate agent. They give you 25% of their commission. They negotiate closing costs on your behalf to reduce your cash out of pocket. They negotiate a great deal, and I make sure they do. Okay. Then everything's done in-house. It's originated in-house. My loans are processed in-house. My loans are underwritten in-house. My loans are funded in-house. And I even service 90% of my loans. You cannot find that. A mortgage broker doesn't service any of them. And if you say servicing doesn't matter to me, wait till you talk to some of my clients that had their loans sold and their servicer screwed it up. You don't think it happens? It even happened to me. Years ago, my loan was sold to Chase. And oh my God, did they ever screw that deal up? It almost put late payments on my credit. I was going ballistic. Absolutely. My name's Bruce Woodburn. They call me the Loan Arranger. I'm here to arrange loans for you, but just residential mortgage loans. I don't do car loans. I don't do personal loans. I don't even sell the real estate. I just tell you the correct way to do it. And I'm buying and selling homes myself every day. I'm in the market just like you. I'm buying homes. I'm buying rental properties. And I'm helping first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, people buying these mansions out there, high-end luxury homes. I got everything here for you, but you don't have to go all the way around the world. Am I better than your bank? Am I better than your credit union? Am I better than Rocket Mortgage? I'll tell you what I'll do, and I bet you they won't. You go ahead and you try me out. I will literally shop your mortgage in front of you on the internet against Rocket, against Chase, against Bank America, against Citibank, you name it. We'll go ahead and shop it because a lot of those posted internet stuff is garbage. Listen, when we come back to the next segment, I want to talk about how do you feel about AI working on your mortgage? How do you feel about talking to a bot? How do you feel about giving information to a non-human? Some of you may say it's fine. I want to hear from you. I want you to text me at 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Show. Do not go anywhere. We got some cool stuff